Yay, it's May, a time of joy, abundance, and prosperity. Plants are growing and wild animals are giving birth. Summer is here. We have so many wonderful pagan celebrations this month. Across cultures, our ancestors were celebrating the season. Let's look at all the holidays, what deities to honor, and May magic. May begins with Beltane, that is traditionally celebrated May 1st, but the astronomical date this year is May 6th. This agricultural festival was a time to drive livestock to summer grazing grounds and do rituals for their protection and fertility. Celtic goddess Brigid is linked to fire as a symbol of inspiration and to cattle as a patron of livestock. I know we often celebrate Brigid during Imbolc in February, but for me, February is still a snowy cold month, so I love to bring her into Beltane. Beltane is a time for fertility spells if you are hoping to conceive. There are many love deities you can make offerings to, and I have a list on my website article on Beltane and some love spells. This year, the full moon also falls on May 1st. This is the most powerful and energetically charged phase of the lunar cycle. The full moon acts like a spotlight by illuminating hidden truths and bringing intentions to their fullest expression. A good affirmation for this time is to say, I celebrate my journey. The full moon is a time of peak power, ideal for spells involving clarity, manifestation, divination, and celebration. It's a powerful time to charge tools and water. I find it a good time for reading tarot. In ancient Greece, the Lycia was a festival with a secret ritual on the slopes of Mount Lycaon, also known as Wolf Mountain. The rituals and myths for this rite of passage centered upon an ancient threat of cannibalism and the possibility of a werewolf transformation for the adolescent males who were participating. Lycaon, king of Arcadia, supposedly sacrificed his son and served him to the god Zeus to test if Zeus was all knowing. Zeus was all knowing. He became angry and turned Lycaon into a wolf. Around the 3rd, we have the blessing of the fields and corn dance of the Pueblo cultures in North and Central America to pray for a successful harvest with traditional dances and community rituals. This ceremony is intended to bless the newly planted fields and maintain proper balance with nature. Hi, I'm Amy, and I make content about paganism and witchcraft and how we can bring them into our daily lives. I've been practicing since I was a child, which was quite some time ago. Anubis is the guardian of the dead and guides souls into the afterlife. I'm quite fond of him and have a video on ways to honor him. He is associated with cemeteries and embalming practices and the guardian of tombs. Visit a cemetery to honor him. This is a fun holiday, says someone who may be a tad strange herself. The Lemuria was an ancient Roman festival held on May 9th, 11th, and 13th to exorcise malicious spirits known as larvae from homes. It was a somber, private ritual intended to appease restless ghosts. Tradition states Romulus established it to appease the spirit of his brother, whom he had killed after a disagreement over where to build their city, which would become Rome. Mania, the Greek equivalent, was the goddess of madness, frenzy, and insanity. Though less well known, she played a significant role in the darker aspects of human experience, embodying the uncontrollable forces of the mind. Hanwe is the Lakota moon goddess and protector of women and feminine power. The feminine moon is associated with the menstrual cycle when a woman is most powerful. This is a great time to do a cleansing ritual. Moonstone and agate are two crystals that have powerful cleansing properties. The Celtic month of Hawthorn is an exciting time that embraces fire, male energy, and fertility. The hawthorn is part of the triad of sacred trees, along with the oak and ash, and home to the fae. It is said the hawthorn hid witches so they couldn't be persecuted years ago. The hawthorn tree represents the three phases of the goddess. The blooming white flowers in spring represent the maiden. The red berries emerge in fall and symbolize the mother. The thorns and gnarled aged tree represent the crone. May is a great time for protection spells. Gather thorns from the fallen branches of hawthorns or honey locusts. Both ward off negative energy and create boundaries. One spell is to write the name of a person or situation you seek protection from on a piece of paper, wrap it around the thorns, and bury it near the tree. Mokash is the mother goddess in Radnavary. She is often honored with dolls created as household guardians to bring happiness, health, and protection to the family. The dolls are faceless to prevent evil spirits from inhabiting them. She watches over women as they work, spinning and weaving wool, shearing the sheep, and knitting clothes. Also on the 15th, we honor Mercury, the Roman god of luck and money. Make a wish and throw a penny in a fountain. The Mercury Fountain in Reston, Virginia, represents the gods of communication and commerce. Wednesday is Mercury's day. Wear green clothing, eat green foods, or light green candles. May 16th is the new moon. This specific new moon is recognized as a super new moon, occurring when the moon is closer to Earth in its orbit. It is a good time for journaling and shadow work. The new moon is a time for new beginnings, setting intentions, and spiritual cleansing. It invites you to embrace new paths and possibilities. Set an affirmation such as, I am open to new beginnings. Write it down every day during the new moon. The 20th is the Bloat for Frigg, a feast honoring the Norse goddess and queen of the Aesir, focusing on themes of marriage, motherhood, home, prophecy, and fate. Common offerings for Frigg include food, ale, wine, or handmade items like woven or spun materials. Snorri Sturluson, the Icelandic historian, stated that Frigg knew the destiny of all human beings, but she never spoke prophecy. Frigg represents wisdom, clairvoyance, and magic. She hails from the marshlands and is sometimes depicted with a goose. The 21st is World Bee Day. Bees are messengers of the gods. You know the expression, busy as a bee? Bees symbolize productivity, community, teamwork, and the sweetness of life. Bee energy encourages collaboration and environmental awareness. Vulcan is the Roman god of fire, volcanoes, and metalworking. This day was one of two annual ceremonies for the purification of trumpets, which were important to the military and the craftsmen of his cult. World Turtle Day brings awareness about threats that can harm turtles, like pollution, habitat loss, and, of course, cars. This is my turtle Smash, enjoying the spring sunshine. He is a rescue and was non-releasable due to beak damage and vision loss when he was hit by a car. Drive slowly. Turtles just want to get places, just like you. We have the second blue moon, full moon, on Sunday, May 31st. This specific blue moon is also called a micromoon, appearing slightly smaller because it is at its farthest point from Earth. This moon offers powerful energy for deep transformation, manifestation, and second chance spells. This will be a prime time for communicating with your spirit guides or ancestors. Violets are probably popping up in your yard or neighborhood park. They symbolize faithfulness, virtue, often representing love, wisdom, and spiritual awareness. And the bees love them. My beautiful bleeding heart is flowering now. She represents both cherished love and loss of love. Check out my Beltane video next. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Please give it a thumbs up if it has. Thanks for watching, and have a very witchy day.